Does it really matter? Do you really need other people to validate what you know in yourself to be true? Like, honestly, ever since I could get a bank account, since I was 15 and a half when I got my first job working at a frozen yogurt place called Yogurberry. I was one of the few in my high school to ever have a job at that time because I was 15 and a half anyways. And when I had gotten my first bank account, every time I would call to report a fraud alert or some sort of overbalance or whatever the hell, despite my dead name being very masculine, it would always be like, hi miss, how are you? Hi, oh sorry miss, okay. Oh. And it was actually very tiring in the beginning because I grew up in a very conservative but progressive household where blues for boys was pink is for girls, and I was getting like offended. It was getting to a point where I was getting so tiresome and tired of just getting misgendered like as a teenager or whatever because of my voice being naturally higher pitch, that even after I transitioned, you know, it got worse. Like, I mean, it was just like, hi, miss. Then they would start thinking I was the wife of my dead name calling to access my account for whatever weird, suspicious means. And I'd have to go through the whole fraud department, yada, yada, yada. And then it was just like, okay, well, you know what? Well, I mean, now the shoe fits, you know what I mean? But back then I was getting irritated over it. But at the end of the day, it's like, just run with it. Just like, why do you need other people's validation? The only person to validate you should be you and you only. Whether or not, you can't really blame people for how they perceive you at first, second, and third glance. If by default, it's what is the opposite of the biological sort of, you know, femininity that you are seeking to be validated from, then maybe change some things about yourself to be perceived as more feminine. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, but I want to do it my way. But unfortunately, that's not how society and the norms of heteronormative sort of gender norms sort of kind of work. And it is what it is, but it's just, we all got to coexist somehow.